Hello, darlings! On December 4th, 2020, on Dragon Age Day, the website provided us some new goodies, short stories that indicate to possible future companions for Dragon Age 4. In the short story, the next one, by Brianne Batty, there is a beast with two mouths, presumed blighted, could be a mutant monster from the gray pools found in the deep roads, lunging crab-like as was described. There were more creatures in the story also referred to as ghouls, scratching, scrambling. Evka is a gray warden dwarf who appears in the story Hunger by Brianne Batty in Tevinter Nights. This feels like her origin story and feels like an indication to more of the mutated darkspawn who drank from the pools of gray liquid and became monsters. Evka could be a possible future companion for Dragon Age 4 or someone who we encounter in Dragon Age 4. In the short story Ruins of Reality by John Dombrow, there is the character Strife, an elf who appears in 3 Trees to Midnight by Patrick Weeks in Tevinter Nights. There is a mysterious ancient book of Morlin clan that is rewriting itself magically, indicating sacred ruins in Arlathan Forest that guard an artifact of fabled power. At the ruins, there is a statue of Gillanane. More emphasis on Gillanane and her monsters. The story does say something had gone wrong in Arlathan Forest. Seriously. The story could indicate a future quest or mystery which will take place in Arlathan Forest for us to explore in Dragon Age 4. Strife and or Irilyn are possible companions for Dragon Age 4 or characters we will encounter in Dragon Age 4. Irilyn also appears in Tevinter Nights in 3 Trees to Midnight. And definitely more emphasis on Gillanane, though I do wonder what that artifact in the story does that Irilyn takes from the statue of Gillanane. What does it truly do? What will it do in Dragon Age 4? Aside from the spell with duplicates of the characters watching their duplicates. In Minrathous Shadows by Cheryl Chi, there's a mage holding cards on the image. The main character in the short story speaks of evidence and financial records in regards to the Venatori. The Venatori are believed eradicated by many, but we saw in Tevinter Nights they are very much alive and pursuing Corypheus's work. They want to tear down the Veil as much as Solus does, for different reasons. Tarkin is an interesting character. He claims to be the Tevinter the Magisters forgot, and says that he and his associates, they want everything. He could be a new companion, or he could be a new threat. The card dealer was referred to as the Viper, and he countered the Magister's spell, and she was shocked to see his face and exclaimed she thought the Viper had just been a tale.
And who's the Viper? Could he be an executor? His eyes glow. He can counter magic. And the story does imply that the establishment in which it takes place no longer belonged to the Magister. They had taken over it secretly without her knowing.
And in The Wake by Mary Kirby, which I spoke much about in my previous video regarding these short stories, where I state all the evidence that leads to Lucanus de la Morte not being dead, there are the repeated characters from Tevinter Nights from 8 Little Talons and the Wigmaker Job. Ilario de la Morte, Lucanus de la Morte mentioned, and Viago de Riva and Andaratea Contori, which are Talons. And Ilario de la Morte likely to take on the mantle of being the first Talon.
The image shows Taya, who might also be this crow, and blabbering Ilario de la Morte, drunk, on Viago's shoulders, though here they're outside rather than in the stairwell. But the architecture clearly shows that previous art are Antiva.
It was supposed to be me. Either Ilario was supposed to be the first Talon, or Lucanus died saving Ilario. Either way, the story leaves much to interpretation, though for all the full details on why I believe Lucanus is indeed alive, you can check out that video, I'll link it. And these, I have no doubt that we will encounter the Talons, as was established in Tevinter Nights, but the companion I believe will be Lucanus de la Morte, and Ilario, Viago, and Taya will be encountered as part of a mission, probably Lucanus's introductory mission, or something to the like. Are these short stories further establishing important characters / companions for Dragon Age 4? Some of these characters were already in Tevinter Nights. Some of these situations were already established in Tevinter Nights. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. And definitely, if you haven't already, go to the Dragon Age website and read the short stories. They are some pretty tasty goodies. And as usual, like this video if you like it, subscribe to be Jamie approved, and I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1 Variant Facing. Magic, dragons, fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masaranas.